Danny is putting hints for January window. Hello and welcome to this video. I hope you are all doing well today and all okay from the cold. It is absolutely freezing. I had enough of it now. So, Sheffield Wednesday manager Danny Rohl has basically said that he has a clear idea of what he wants in January transfer window. Now, personally, if this was me, I'd be turning around and going, hey, I'd be bashing his door down, going, this is what I want and this is what you're going to give me. This was Daniel's 5th defeat in 6 games, and it's the 13th defeat from the opening 17 from Sheffield Wednesday this season. He spoke about how he's hinted that potential comings and goings as he looked to add some balance to the side. And after yesterday's game, he reversed that he knows what he wants in January, hinting that he'll hold talk with Chansiri over the club's January business. He spoke to Yorkshire Live, said, I know it's a big topic, but it's not easy. I have a clear idea what I want in January, and I'll push this topic. But until then, I work hard with my players. Now, for me, if you're Danny, you are bashing that door down to Chansiri's office or on the phone and going, this is who I want, give me who I want in January. None of this messing about, oh, I'm not putting any money in, or none of this. Be in there and be very determined of what you want coming in. Because that's the only way you're going to get it. The only way you're going to get it is if you're really determined in what you want. Granted, I know he's still looking for getting a head of recruitment in. He made it quite clear that this is Danny's choice, not Chansiri's. We need to get players in, and there's certain positions he desperately needs to get sorted. I'm thinking defence, up front, definitely. Up top, definitely. I don't know what he'll do about the goalkeeper situation. He needs at least 5 or 6 players in that window, and probably about the same going out in that window as well. The problem is, will Chansiri do that? I don't know. I am not 100% sure what Chansiri is going to do. Again, we all don't know what Chansiri's plan is or what he's going to give him. Like, you hope it's not like he's been said, oh, come in and use what we got, and he's gone, well, I've seen what we got. I'm not going to come out and say it, but they're not good enough for what I'm trying to do. It's why when we are playing in second half, we look knackered. They can't keep up the intensity of pressing for that long, for that quick. They just can't. Some of the players are not old enough, are too old to do that constantly. We are not playing to that kind of strength. And the thing is, he needs to 100% put his foot down on who he wants and what he wants and get him in as soon as possible. Like I said, he's already identified what he wants. He's got a clear idea what he wants. But it's interesting that it's comings and goings, that there'll be players leaving. And I think this is something we've needed for a long time. A clear out, a freshen up. But will we get it? We don't know. This is a problem with this whole situation with Danny and the chairman. You don't know who's going to be able to bring in. Because at the moment, I don't see how Chansiri cannot back him with the way we started and with how things has gone. It was a naff summer transfer window due to the whole looking for a manager. And now he's got to work with what he got. Now, I have seen people saying, oh, Danny's got to go now. It's not worked. At what point do these people realise that? And if you're one of these people, then fair enough. But at what point do you realise that this is 2 managers this season, if it was the case, and it's the players, they're just not good enough for this league. We need, for his style of play, we need young, energetic players. Have we got that coming? I don't think we have. I don't think I can see where they're going to come from. You don't see a win coming anytime soon for Wednesday. You look at the next game is Leicester. It's a very tough game. And the issue is we have got to find some hidden gems, a little bit like Masaba and Gatterman, but with a bit more experience that can play and play well. We're going to have to do some hell of recruitment in this January window to try and get us anywhere close to where we need to be. Because if we don't, we're going to be marooned. I already think this is a case of we see what happens at the end of the season, but we all, in our heart of hearts, know we're down. That's how I see it personally. I think a lot of Wednesday fans know that it's virtually impossible to get it back with the way you were playing. Because against Birmingham, we played some excellent football. Excellent football. But what happened? We just didn't put away chances. Windass had a great chance, didn't do it. Wilkes played really well, didn't really get the result. But they're playing well, and then give me too many then. Then we're trying to get players into position, and then we're trying to get it right. I've seen this all too much the last couple of seasons with the Wednesday team. Plays really well, take chances, lose. Or everything going in the right direction, but the moment we go from behind, we struggle again. And this is something that needs to be improved. It needs to be, concentration needs to improve. You need to start looking at how to get it sorted. I think defence were a little bit slow. The only reason Bernard didn't play yesterday because he was knackered from being on international duty. I think you look at that midfield. At one point we had loads of midfielders who could go in, you could change them and work them about, and now he's hardly got any. You look up top, Smith didn't play again for whatever reason, it might be injured. Gregory didn't play because that was Danny's choice. Cads is very much one for the future, but we need to start getting him into it now. Right now, we desperately need to look at what we need in the summer, in January. But there's a short going up tomorrow about how I think, do you think we should just not do the January window and just sack it off? The issue is we have to do something. He got to get his players in now. And the problem is, will we see, it'll be interesting to see what his kind of players are. But again, how much of what Chansiri said is still looming? I don't think there's much there. I think he's kind of said it and had to roll it back. Because I'll give him a little bit of credit, Chansiri. Whenever a manager coming in, he's backed them with players. He's always let them get players who they want. But we are going to have one hell of a recruitment drive and one hell of a run if we're going to do well. Ideally, you want January the 1st to hit and when to have at least 3 or 4 players lined up ready to come in. Minimum. Because I think you've got a lot of players who are probably going back to their loan clubs and seeing what happens there. But and don't say the entire team because I'm getting sick of hearing that in the comment. But what position do you think we need to improve on? Because I know the entire team isn't good enough, but let's actually find some common ground of where we think it could improve or where we could go forward. January will be interesting because we'll be able to see what a Danny Rohl player is, because right now we haven't got a clue what he kind of player is and what he wants in this team. So let's see what he can do in January. But if I'm Danny, I am bashing that door down, or I'm on the phone to Chansiri constantly and going, this is who I want. Let's not muck about. Let's get deals in place now so I know what to do. So I know this player coming in. Let's not have any kind of, we were close on one player and it didn't happen. Or, yeah, we've been looking at him the entire January and get to the end and somebody else beats us to the post because Chansiri doesn't want to negotiate on something. At the end of the day, we need to give Danny the right tools to get it done. Right now, he's building a house and it's not working because he ain't got the right tools. And I think I nicked that off Twitter or someone. I think it was Butley's uncle, so thank you for that, mate. And also on John Butley, thoughts are with his family. His nan passed away, bless him. And yeah, we just send our thoughts and prayers to him. So yeah, Danny's going to have to do some work, so we'll see what happens. But Chansiri, back him, because you have to. You can't not.